Amidst the vast expanse of the South Pacific, where the azure waters kiss the shores of the Cook Islands, lies a realm where tales of enchantment unfold beneath the surface. Here, among the coral reefs and the shifting tides, dwell creatures of unfathomable grandeur and grace – whales. Whales, with their immense size and enigmatic allure, have long held a revered place in the hearts and minds of humanity. Their presence invokes a sense of wonder and reverence, captivating the imaginations of scientists and storytellers alike. Within this realm of mystery, Elena Reyes, a seasoned marine biologist, finds herself immersed in a lifelong quest to unravel the secrets of these majestic behemoths. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Born on the rugged borderlands of Maine and Canada, Elena's journey into the world of marine biology began at a young age. Drawn by the call of the sea and the enigmatic allure of whales, she dedicated herself to understanding and safeguarding these gentle giants. As she embarks on another expedition into the deep blue expanse, Elena remains ever vigilant, her passion for the oceans and its inhabitants serving as her guiding light. Despite their colossal dimensions, whales possess an aura of mystique coupled with a gentle demeanor, rendering them among the most intriguing inhabitants of our planet. Their peculiar characteristics and curious habits captivate human interest. The Cook Islands, situated in the South Pacific, frequently witness interactions with these marine mammals. Elena Reyes, a 50-year-old marine biologist, has devoted her life to the study and protection of whales. Hailing from the borderlands of Maine and Canada, she has spent the last 30 years meticulously documenting numerous whale species, tirelessly advocating for their welfare and safety. According to Elena, a gratifying aspect of her role as a marine biologist is the opportunity to swim alongside whales on a regular basis. Accustomed to sharing the waters with these beloved creatures she ardently safeguards, she had grown accustomed to their company. However, a singular encounter would soon challenge her perceptions in ways she never imagined. Elena embarked on her customary swim along the shores of Ratonga, accompanied by colleagues and a boat for support. Meanwhile, a drone diligently monitored her movements from above as she swam alongside a small pod of humpback whales. Unbeknownst to her, an unexpected turn of events was about to unfold. Equipped with a waterproof camera, Elena continued to capture images of the humpback whales, engrossed in her task. Suddenly, a colossal male humpback, weighing over 23 tons and stretching at least a staggering 50 feet in length, began to descend towards the marine biologist. At that moment, Elena realized that his behavior was anything but ordinary. Maintaining her composure, Elena steadfastly directed her lenses towards the immense humpback whale, capturing every moment of this peculiar behavior with unwavering determination. Despite the enigma surrounding the whale's actions, Elena remained composed, her focus unwavering as she sought to unravel the mystery behind its behavior. Elena stands unrivaled in her expertise in swimming with whales, having dedicated her career to this specialized field. In a sudden and alarming turn of events, the whale collided with Elena, forcefully pinning her against the surface of the water. Despite Elena's frantic attempts to evade the advancing behemoth, her efforts proved futile as she found herself unable to break free from its grasp. Desperately, she sought refuge on the opposite side of the whale, yet the colossal mammal persisted, thwarting her every move with unwavering determination. Elena found herself utterly powerless in the face of this unprecedented situation. As the colossal creature persistently propelled her away from the safety of her boat, Elena's anxiety escalated, overwhelmed by a sense of helplessness. Amidst the chaos, she grappled with the perplexing question of why the whale was exhibiting such bewildering behavior. Remaining composed despite the perilous situation, Elena relied on her expertise to devise a strategic plan for her survival. Recognizing the relative safety of staying close to the whale's head, she calmly positioned herself in this area, understanding that humpback whales lack teeth and instead possess soft baleen plates within their mouths. Trusting in her knowledge of these gentle giants, Elena harbored hope that her calculated decision would afford her the best chance of emerging unscathed from this harrowing ordeal. As Elena struggled to maintain her composure, she couldn't help but question why this unprecedented situation was unfolding, despite her extensive experience with whales. Back on the boat, Elena's colleagues watched anxiously as they tracked her movements through the drone's feed. A sense of unease settled over them as they observed the unfolding events, unable to intervene and feeling utterly powerless. All they could do was bear witness to Elena's plight, their hearts heavy with concern and their minds fraught with the hope that she would emerge unscathed from the perilous situation. Despite the general rule of diving with a buddy for safety, Elena wasn't alone in the water. Her diving companion, though lacking in experience compared to Elena, was present. However, they were unable to comprehend the gravity of the situation unfolding before them. The weight of Elena's predicament hung heavy, compounded by the realization that even with a companion by her side, she remained largely on her own in the face of danger. Amidst the vastness of the ocean, Elena's heart sank as she realized that she and the whales were not alone, their company now shrouded in mystery and uncertainty. As Elena strained her eyes against the vast expanse of the ocean, she discerned another moving shadow in the distance, a second humpback whale. While the presence of these social animals together wasn't inherently surprising, the distinct behavior of this newcomer set it apart from the one that had been relentlessly pushing Elena. This anomaly struck Elena as highly unusual, adding another layer of complexity to an already perplexing situation. In the presence of the second whale, Elena's efforts to comprehend the situation intensified, yet she remained utterly confused. Despite her expertise in marine biology, Elena found herself grappling with the realization that this was an extraordinarily rare and complex scenario, one that defied comprehension even for someone of her caliber. As Elena closely observed the peculiar behavior of the whales, her attention was drawn to the second whale, which exhibited a similarly unusual demeanor. With growing alarm, she witnessed the whale repeatedly smacking the surface of the water with its tail, as if engaged in a frantic effort to fend off an unseen threat behind it. The inexplicable actions of both whales only deepened the mystery surrounding their behavior, leaving Elena with more questions than answers in the face of this perplexing spectacle. Overwhelmed by confusion and bewilderment, Elena struggled to make sense of the inexplicable behavior unfolding before her, despite her vast experience as a marine biologist. Amidst the uncertainty, one thing became abundantly clear. Nobody, not even Elena with all her expertise, could discern the true nature of what was transpiring in the depths below. As Elena endured the relentless pushing and pulling from the whale, she began to feel the physical toll of the ordeal. As Elena strained her eyes towards the location where the second whale had been slapping the surface, her heart lurched at the sight of an even greater threat, looming in the distance, a massive tiger shark. Known for their predatory nature and formidable size, tiger sharks pose a grave danger to humans, capable of growing over 15 feet in length. With horror gripping her heart, Elena realized her perilous situation had taken an even darker turn. The ocean, once serene, now felt like a treacherous abyss. Her mind raced with frantic thoughts. Bruised and exhausted, she ignored the pain and scanned the horizon for any sign of hope. Summoning her resolve, she devised a desperate escape plan, one that would demand everything from her. As the tiger shark sliced through the water, Elena readied herself for the most perilous swim of her life. With a deep breath, she launched forward, adrenaline surging through her veins as she battled the current. Just as she began her escape, a sudden change in the whale's behavior caught her attention. The humpback, sensing danger, shifted course and placed itself between her and the shark. With a mighty flick of its tail, the whale sent a powerful wave crashing toward the predator, momentarily driving it back. Elena watched in awe as the whale assumed a protective stance, shielding her from the shark. In that instant, she realized she was not alone. The chaos around her was tempered by the whale's silent guardianship, offering a flicker of hope amid the terror. Overcome with gratitude, Elena felt a deep bond forming with the creature, a connection forged in the heart of danger. With the whale guarding her flank, she seized her chance. Drawing on every ounce of strength, she propelled herself upward, determined to reach the surface. Her lungs burned as she surged through the water, her eyes locked on the distant boat bobbing on the horizon. With renewed determination, she pressed on. But just as she reached for the vessel, a jolt of searing pain tore through her leg. In a moment of horror, Elena realized the tiger shark had slipped past the whale. It closed in with terrifying speed. Acting on instinct, she kicked out with all her might, fighting to escape its deadly grasp. The water thrashed violently as the two struggled in a brutal underwater battle. Blood clouded the sea. Each second pushed Elena closer to collapse. But just as hope faded, a deafening roar rumbled through the depths. The shark hesitated. Elena turned and saw the humpback whale charging. With immense force, the whale struck the shark, sending it spiraling backward in a cloud of bubbles. The sea stilled. Elena's heart pounded with disbelief and relief. She had survived. Overwhelmed by emotion, Elena felt immense gratitude toward the whale that had saved her not once but twice. Amid the ocean's peril, beauty and wonder still thrived. The ordeal renewed her sense of purpose. With unwavering conviction, Elena vowed to continue her work as a marine biologist, dedicating herself to the protection of the magnificent creatures that dwell in the deep. As the boat sailed toward the shore, she gazed across the ocean with awe, knowing she had been granted a second chance thanks to the gentle giants who watched over her. Every aspect of the incident was meticulously captured on camera, ranging from Elena's perspective to that of her companion, as well as footage from the drone. Despite anticipated skepticism towards Elena's interpretation of the events, she maintained steadfast belief in her hypothesis that the humpback whales had indeed attempted to come to her rescue.